Hello everyone, my name is Lunga and I would like to welcome you to my channel. So the past 2 months I have not been able to run as consistently as I would like to be, and that's because I've been struggling with, I still am struggling with my right ITB. So the reason why I've not been, in fact, it's partly my fault anyway that I've not been running for this long. I should have paid more attention to it and attended to it earlier, but I am in the process of doing that now. But in the meantime, I was doing other things, and one of those was cycling. So I've been cycling quite a bit the past 2 months. And the last weekend, I decided to take it up a notch, and I decided to cycle 100 Ks. It's only the third time that I've gone over or around 100 Ks. So the past weekend was that time. So I'd like to take you through that whole ride and just experience and see it from my point of view. Thank you. Let's go. I have the same exact question. 4:30 Sunday morning. Is it really necessary? But anyways, let's get on with it. So for all my rides, I normally start off with a bowl of rice. It provides a nice base of carbs for the initial parts of the ride anyway. It's normally just plain white rice, but this time around I just had biryani from the night before, so that's all I had. And rice is rice anyway, so it provides the same nutritional value for this ride as well. While I warm my food, I prefer my drink mix Marathon by Cadence. So for this long ride, I decided to prepare two 750 bottles. At least I hope they will carry me through the whole ride. Now that my food is all warmed up, time for me to dig in. As I eat, I stand there and then I think about the long ride in front of me, thinking of how much it will hurt, and also just thinking how the weather's gonna hold up, because it was predicted that it's going to rain. So I hope it doesn't rain too much, or at least it allows me enough to have a good ride. All done with the preps now. Just picking up all the things I need. They have my gels, so I decided to go with 3 gels for this ride. So I hope the gels are gonna hold up as well. And there are my two 750 drink mix bottles. So I hope that that carries me through. And also, I don't know, I did not show it here, but I also just carried a banana just in case, just for some solid nutrition. On top of the rice, I normally just also just have a banana just to fill up. It feels it just to fill up that gap. It feels like there's a gap that needs to be filled, so I just normally have a banana. Let's get it started. So am I just packing everything that I will need, my nutrition, just packing on the bike, just even my mechanical stuff that I'll need, my pump, and my other things. Dark morning, that one is to be expected. If you leave home before 5, so it's obviously gonna be dark. But this is the best time for me, because prefer starting that early because I want to avoid all the traffic on the road. At least if you start this early, it becomes a little bit better. You don't have to contend with cars on the road, because it's quite a scary prospect, to be honest, cycling on the road, because you're forever worrying that I hope the person behind me or person behind the wheel sees me and they are gracious enough to give me enough space so that we can both use the road. And sure enough, the day broke. Quite a beautiful morning, nice and overcast. It, good for the long ride because it was quite cool and the roads were nice and empty, which is always great. At least it didn't rain. Just it threatened to rain, but it didn't rain. So those conditions were just perfect for such a long ride. At least I didn't get to overheat. This route was a little dicey because there isn't much of a shoulder to cycle on. So you end up occupying the same space on the road as the cars. So I tried as much as I can to be on the edge of the road so that I give way to the cars. And luckily this route is not normally busy, so you don't get too many cars on this road, which was much better. Oh, and my favorite, the punchy little hill. I love climbing. At least I'm getting better and better as the days go by. So hopefully I'll get the hang of it. I'll get the hang of it. This section made me a little nervous because the volume of cars was increased a little bit. So there was a lot of looking over my shoulder and just making sure that I am also safe because yeah, I'm not just on my own. There are a lot of cars just moving along this section, and also there's a big intersection coming up with traffic lights. I always get a little nervous when I get to a big intersection, especially when the traffic lights close for me because I have to unclip and then I have to clip. I've not been using cleats for a very long time now. I think it's less than a year. I always get nervous when I have to unclip and then clip back on. Yeah, as I approach the intersection, the traffic light unfortunately had closed for me. So I had to just slowly roll in and hopefully it just opens up before I have to unclip up. And unfortunately it didn't happen. So I had to unclip and then start the process all over again. Yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of cars moving through this. Oh, here we go. I tried to clip on, I missed it. Ooh, oopsie. And then I had to improvise because I missed my chance to turn in right. So I had to just roll a little bit forward to allow the cars to pass. Then it would be safe for me to turn in. Whew, that was a little dicey, but at least we made it. So I'm happy because I don't like the big intersections. And now back to the suburban roads. I like the suburban roads, especially early Sunday morning. They're just nice and quiet. You can just ride in peace. And finally made it back home. It was a good ride. The weather played along, and the roads were not too busy, which is always nice. And I was not as tired as I thought I would be after 100 Ks. Hopefully, I can do more of these long runs this year. At least that's the plan anyway.